Today we're going to look at Dr. A's model for performance improvement. It includes 9 steps in 3 sections: pre-intervention, intervention, and post-intervention. Let's start with pre-intervention. At step 1, the human performance improvement practitioner forms a partnership with stakeholders requesting support. Step 2 involves defining the plan. A formal contract should be established to spell out the pre-intervention activities. The pre-intervention contract should include boundaries, objectives, information desired, roles, products, schedule, confidentiality, and feedback. Step 3 involves conducting a performance analysis. A performance analysis is a comparison of what is and what should be. The difference is the need or gap. Identifying the gap helps define what intervention is needed. After conducting the performance analysis, the gap can be defined. This is step 4. If the analysis is thorough, this is simple arithmetic. It's important also to analyze if it is financially worthwhile correcting this gap. The intervention phase starts with setting up intervention contract. Here's an example. It includes desired performance, actual performance, gaps, causes of gaps, and planned interventions. Step 5 is defining the objectives. The analysis should have helped to be able to establish those objectives. Remember the pre-intervention phase? Step 6 involves selecting and designing interventions that need to close the gap. Interventions are more than just training. Here are some possible interventions. The contract can now be completed. Here's an example of a completed intervention contract. Step 7 involves implementing the interventions. Implementation involves establishing the team, providing a detailed plan, and setting ways to monitor the implementation. This brings us to the post-intervention steps. For step 8, we need to measure the impact of the performance improvement activities. Here are some types of measurements to consider. Outcome measurement looks at the result. Process measurement looks at if all of the parts are working together. And balance measurement looks at if any of the changes from the intervention have caused some new problems. After measuring the impact, the human performance improvement practitioner must prepare a review report. This brings us to the last step. How would we monitor the whole process? Monitoring the human performance activities includes making sure the project is staying on time and completing the monitoring form. Results must be shared with the client with a full evaluation of the intervention. Monitoring is just not a one-and-done activity. There should be some ongoing monitoring after the intervention to ensure results are maintained. So that's the complete explanation of Dr. A's 9-step performance improvement model. Thanks for viewing my overview.